Today, we're going to be talking about what it takes to complete a mortgage application if you are on the fence at all about buying a home in 2024. I'm Tragula with eXp Realty. If you have any questions about buying, selling, or investing in the Houston real estate market, my information is in the description box. But today we have with us my mortgage broker friend, Ashely. Thank you for agreeing to come on today. Welcome,
No
welcome,
problem.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to finally have you here sitting down where we can talk and record, because we have these conversations a lot in person, and we've always felt that they'd be really valuable if we just recorded it, because we deal with so many clients and potential clients that are interested in purchasing and buying a home, and we just wanted to come together to kind of explain what's needed, just so that people can figure out where they stand, so that you and I together can come up with a plan to get them to their goal of becoming homeowners. So again, welcome, Ashely, and you can introduce yourself and talk about Nexa Mortgage and what you will be bringing to the table for clients.
Okay, so first of all, like Tragula said, my name's Ashely. I'm with Nexa Mortgage. We are a mortgage broker. So for anyone who doesn't know what a mortgage broker is actually I am the middleman between the lender and yourself. So basically what I do is I'm able to shop around and just find you the best deal based on your scenario, because everyone's going to be different. In regards to what you need to purchase a home, really it's just getting started. A lot of people that I hear out in the market are just scared. They don't think they're going to qualify and things of that nature. But my best advice to you is, how do you know that you don't qualify if you never tried? So my advice is to do the application. Even if you don't qualify right now, where we come in is we're able to put together a plan for you in order to get you qualified. So at least let's come up with a plan. That way you're not renting forever.
Right. And just for instance, with some of the clients that you've worked with, let's say in the last 3 to 6 months, some of their hesitation may be the time that they have on the job, switching jobs, or any kind of hesitation that they may have. You are now saying, even with hesitation, to contact either yourself or myself, but specifically you, because that's how we get the whole process started.
Correct.
So any hesitation, you should still complete the mortgage application.
Correct, because if we can't look and see the full profile, how are we going to know where we're going? We got to come up with some type of plan. Like, even if you don't have money right now, let's come up with a plan that's going to help you save a certain amount per month. Or, I mean, there's so many avenues that you can get your down payment from. We have down payment assistance. You can get a gift from family. Some people have 401k and they don't know they can pull from that without penalty. So it's just so many avenues we can go, but it's just a matter of getting off the fence, per se.
What documentation is needed to be on hand and to you in order for people to get pre-approved? And then if you could take a moment and quickly explain the difference between pre-qualification and pre-approval and what makes one better than the other.
Okay. So I'm just going to speak on today for the sake of the time. I'm just going to speak on just like a normal W-2 employee. I'm not going to go into self-employed because that's a one-off.
Yeah.
But for W-2, that's a long conversation.
That's a whole other conversation, isn't it? Look, we'll have to do a whole nother.
Yes. So for your average W-2 blue collar worker, you're going to need your most recent 30 days of pay stubs. So if you're paid bi-weekly, that's probably going to be 3 pay stubs. If you're paid weekly, that's going to be about your last 5 pay stubs, right? You're going to need your last 2 years of W-2. So right now we're collecting 21 and 22 W-2 forms. You're going to need your most recent 2 months of bank statements. And that's with all the pages, y'all. Don't cut off the pages. If it says 1 of 9, even if 9 is blank, I still need page number 9.
Sorry to interrupt you, but that one page that says this page is left blank on purpose, are you telling them to still include that page?
I am, yes, because it says page 9, 1 of 9.
Yeah.
And then also they're gonna need just their driver's license and a copy of the social security card. If you do not have a copy of your social, don't hesitate. I can use your W-2 in lieu of that, as long as your full social is on the W-2 form.
Okay.
Then other than that, they would just complete the app. I'll pull the credit and look at everything in detail and just come up with a plan, or you never know. They may be ready now. A lot of people don't understand you don't need perfect credit. You need better credit to rent than you do to buy.
Okay. So I have a 625 credit score, and I just think there's no way I'm going to get a home. I'm making 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, whatever my salary is.
Right.
I shouldn't be applying for a loan. What do you say? A
You
mortgage loan.
should. That's a perfect credit score, to be honest. I'll just give you an example. The typical FHA credit score, which requires 3.5% down of the purchase price, you only need a 580 credit score. So at 620, you're well over the score that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need perfect credit. If you have some things on your credit that you're worried about, let me look at it. Most times we can complete a letter of explanation just explaining the situation, and we can still get you into a home. It's just a matter of who you work with and if they care enough to help you get into a home,
And when you
in
say,
my experience.
it's a matter of who you work with, you're speaking
Right.
of the lender or the mortgage broker that people choose, right?
Right. Realtor as well. You have to have a
Right.
team that's going to go to work for you based on your situation. You don't want to work with someone who's just looking for a paycheck. Like, do you have somebody that truly care if we're leading you in the right direction? We're not going to set you up for failure.
You don't have to have perfect everything to start,
Right.
to get off of
Right.
the fence.
Right.
As a matter of fact, how many applications would you say come across your desk that is actually the perfect app? You get their documents, you enter it in, it goes through the process, and boom, there's nothing. Go find you a house, and that's it.
Honestly, about 10%.
Okay.
That's it. 90% of them I have to work on, or I have to go back to them and say, hey, you're almost there. This is what we need to do. Or they're there, but we just have to work through a few things. Like, there's no perfect application, to be honest.
Right.
Everybody's going to have something.
Right.
And if you don't, then I mean, you're just not human to me. Because everybody has come across something in their past that's come up or whatever that may be on their credit or what have you. But like I said, we can work through it as long as you're honest with me, like certain things that I may not be able to see. So just be honest with me up front. Tell me the truth and I can work through it.
And you're meaning about things that may come up during the
Yes,
transaction process
that
that you
I wouldn't have
be privy
known.
to. That's
Right.
anything to do with the bank account, anything to do with their job,
Employment history.
employment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk
Right.
about another one of the main hesitations that people have with getting off the fence to apply for a mortgage loan, right? And that's typically down payment,
Right.
right? So
Right.
what resources can you offer for
Right.
those people that are wanting to reach their goal for purchasing a home in 2024? And okay, we've talked about the credit. I can figure out my
Right.
credit, Ashley, but I don't have a down payment saved.
Right. Right. So for one, the down payment can come from a lot of different sources. I don't think a lot of people know that you can get gift funds. A lot of people have parents that have money, grandparents. Your employer can gift you funds. Whoever you feel that can give you the funds, you can get it from there. A lot of people have 401k funds. A lot of people don't know that you can pull from your 401k without penalty as long as it's to purchase a home, and you just have to show them proof that you're buying a home. There's down payment assistance programs you may qualify for. So many different avenues where you can get the funds from. It's just a matter of asking or just letting us know up front, like, hey, this is how much I have to work with. I'm going to need help with some funds.
Right. To go back to what you said about the being honest, and I really want to kind of point out the difference between a mortgage lender and a mortgage broker, and
Right.
why you're asking that honesty, because there are people that think that, okay, I'll provide all of my financial documentation and I'm just getting approved for a loan. Are they applying for just one loan? Like if you walk into a bank and you're applying for just one loan with a bank, what exactly are their options so that people can know that it's really options? You're not just applying for one loan and it's a yes or no.
Right. Right. So the difference between a mortgage banker and a broker is a banker, they only really have like what's in front of them, right? So you can apply with them, but if you don't fall within their realms, meaning they may have a certain credit score you need or whatever, if you don't fall within the realms of what they need, then you may not qualify. Whereas a broker we're able to shop around over 250 lenders to fit you in some sort of box. So for example, we can go down to 500 credit score on certain products. So it just depends on what your situation is, but I can always find somewhere where I can take you.
Mm-hmm. So
Right.
there are always options.
Yeah,
And
there's always options.
sometimes that there are people who get approved for a loan, something may
Mhm.
come up to where that loan may fall apart. You then have access to other loan options that can
Right.
still keep the deal together, still go over the terms, the interest rate, and everything that can help a client to still attain their goal of closing on a home, right?
Yeah, right.
That's the
So
biggest
the only
problem.
time that a deal should fall apart is going to be something that was not told, or because most times when I'm looking at your stuff, if I give you the letter, I'm pretty sure we're going to close,
Yeah,
because I'm not just going to give you a pre-approval letter if we can't make it to the closing table. But to your point in regards to, if something comes up that's out of everybody's control, yes, there's other programs, or maybe we can look at adding a co-borrower to the loan. It's just so many options
option.
in
Yeah,
order to keep it together.
yeah. So
Yes,
basically,
ma'am.
the key to everything and the mindset to have to get off the
Right.
fence is just to get started.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Right. And let's bridge the gap. Like, it's so many people out here renting that should be buying.
Right.
I mean, that's how you create generational wealth, is by homeownership, real estate. So
Right. So our goal of 2024 is to get
right,
people into homes so they can attain home ownership, and also
right,
for us to, once they get comfortable in that, to direct them toward the investor properties as well to become
right,
investors. But again, that's
right,
another conversation.
right. Yes,
But
yes.
we do
That's
have
a
those.
whole nother call.
Yep, but Ashely do have those products to offer as well.
Right.
So any final information to provide for
Yeah.
people who are wanting to become homeowners in 2024 before I let you go?
So my little tidbit, I would say, if you are on the fence right now and you know that, oh, I may need a little help or what have you, still do the application, because the interest rates are starting to come down, right? So, just to give you an idea of what that means, when the interest rates start to come down, the house prices are going to go where? They're going to go up, right? So, what that causes is everyone is going to see the rates going down. So, the buyers that have been sitting on the fence for the last year, 6 months, everybody's going to start wanting to buy now. So,
Right.
what that's going to occur is what's called a bidding war,
2020,
meaning,
2021. I wasn't going to go there because that's a whole nother
right,
conversation, but since we're here, I'll let you have the
right.
floor.
Right. So if you even think that you can buy, I would recommend that you go ahead and get that process started, because I'm not saying you're not going to get your offer accepted in a bidding war. I'm just going to say it's going to be harder and it's going to be more intense because there's going to be more people trying to buy. Whereas right now, if you jump in and you have options, like you can probably go out there and get exactly what you want. When the bidding war starts, it's going to be harder.
Yeah.
So why not lock in now? And if the rates keep coming down, just refinance after 6 months. Like, as long as you make 6 payments, you can refinance. So
To
that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. As long as you can afford the payment now, why not buy now?
right. And the frenzy
Yeah,
is going to start because
it's
all of
gonna
the
start soon. Yeah.
what is the prediction in the mortgage industry on the rate? Are we looking to see that in first quarter, second quarter, late in 2024?
That's gonna be
What's the
hard to
prediction?
tell, because we follow whatever the government's doing, right? But I will say yesterday was a big drop. So if we continue to do what it did yesterday, then buyers are just about to just come out in packs.
Right.
So
N-
everybody that I had, I'm trying to call them and say, "Hey, are you ready? You may need to think about getting ready. I'm not rushing you, but I'm just giving them a heads up, because I'm looking out for their best interest."
And the other half of that would be in the
Right.
realtor on the other side is all the
Yeah.
sellers that have been in these homes that have been wanting to move. wanting to move. The people who are
Right.
needing to move, of course, they're moving. But those who have been wanting to move, that are sitting on the lower interest rates, they too are waiting on the interest rates to go down.
Right.
So they are going to be entering the market twofold. They're going to be entering by selling the home they're living in, and they're going to be buying as well. So it's going to really get crazy here probably in the next.
Right.
I'm predicting first quarter for sure.
Yeah. And then you got to think about all the people moving here from California and all of that. So you got to deal with those people too. So those people in California are selling their homes, which are worth $500,000 and up, right? So they're sitting on a whole bunch of cash, and they don't mind coming in here paying 20, 30,000 over asking because they have it. So I'm speaking to my buyers that are on the fence, that may, they have money, they may not have that extra 20 or 30,000. So I'm speaking to the buyers that are right there and need to go ahead and get off the fence before these people make you get off the fence, if that makes sense.
Yes, the ones that are ready, willing, and most important, able. And when we say able, we mean financially able. The ones,
as long as you can afford it.
Right, who are ready, willing, and able. Now is the time to buy before the frenzy starts and the bidding war. It's going to erupt again, and most are predicting that it's going to be crazy, just like it was a couple of years ago.
Right, I remember.
Yeah,
it was tough getting offers accepted during that time. We got them accepted.
Being a realtor, if you were a solo agent and having to show all of your buyers houses, like it was crazy because everybody was looking at houses, everybody was bidding on houses, everybody was putting in backup offers.
So if y'all are listening, get off that fence and go ahead and apply, and let's just see where you are. We happy to help you.
We're not saying buy right now unless you're ready, willing, and able, but at least to know where you are so that when you are actually ready, it's go time. You don't have, there's not gonna, because you're gonna have a desk full of applications by that point.
Right. But I'm gonna work them all though.
I know you are, but I'm saying like the line is gonna get long everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
But okay, Ashely, thank you so much
You're welcome.
for enlightening my audience on what's to come, the housing market, and applying for mortgage loans. And I'm excited about us partnering together and getting these home loans closed for people.
Me too. I'm excited about bridging the gap. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, me too. Well, okay, girl, thank you. And all right, you guys, I'll see y'all on the next video.
All right, y'all have a good day.